I thought this was my hood.
What hood? Like you own Darkness City?
Darkness.
Hell yeah.
Boo-doo. Oh, I forgot to unlock the door. All right, now you can go, man.
God damn, bro. Yo. Getting in this bitch is tough, bro. Holy shit, dude. I was walking around like a dumbass trying to find this fucking path.
It's a lot of stairs, right?
And all these stairs in the path. What's up, cutie?
Oh, man. We did it.
We did it.
We did it. Hey, man. How are you, my boy? Chilling?
Dishes, dude.
Chill. Here. Ah.
No shit.
Now you go. Here. Hell yeah. This is the front right here. I want a better dab up. How are you, brother?
Big daps.
It's good to see you.
Chilling, you too, dude.
Damn, it's hot outside, huh?
I know, bro. I came like... It was kind of cold this morning.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me put on a hoodie. Steak.
Worst mistake you made.
Bro. I'm sweating bricks, bro. Shit is ridiculous.
Yeah, the weather's been fluctuating. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, is it gonna be hot or is it gonna be chilling and stuff?
Shit, dude.
Yeah, man. Glad you made it.
Dude, thank you for having me, dude.
Yeah,
It's been a minute in the making.
we're gonna like nerd out.
Yo, I'm peeping. The surroundings. See this right here? It's my goat. This is my goat.
You see the product placement, feel me?
Exactly.
The product placement look good. I've been trying. I literally, bro, I rolled out of bed and I was like, all right, I gotta clean this shit up. So, making the crib look presentable,
Dude,
crib
this
look
is
nice.
nice, bro.
I fucking love it.
Like it's and the neighborhood's cool too.
Oh man, it's so peaceful out here. Dog,
Dude.
there's nothing happening on this block ever.
Even on the path, when I got on that shit, I was like,
Wait a minute.
bro, motherfuckers chatting it up crazy. I was like, damn, this is a different planet. bro.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's insane.
It's a different ecosystem. Yeah, those are my sons, Milo and Nugs.
Damn.
I love them so much. They're my boys.
Dude, yeah, this is super nice,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Even though I look scruffy right now because I'm actually gonna be doing a short film, so I'm pretty damn excited.
Really?
Yeah, dog. Do you know Alexa?
Lexa.
She does production and like films and stuff like that. David knows her or whatever, but
rings a bell.
shout out Alexa. So basically, she casted me in this like short film. I'm like a scumbag from like a Western
Oh, so
scumbag.
you gotta look scruffy.
Dog, and I'm like committed to it too. Like I'm like thinking about movies and stuff like that, like No Country for Old Men or like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas of like Johnny Depp and how he looked in the desert and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And those things are like kind of things I'm trying to like inspire off of, cause like I don't know, I've always wanted to act, but
Dude, you have a great personality to act.
yeah.
Because, like, one thing, I mean, at least with, like, some of the actors that I've, like, worked with, dude, like, they just take shit too seriously.
Yeah.
And they don't bring, like, so, like, let's say they give you a character.
You good?
Let's say they give you a character and you know this character, right? And, like, they have these, like, standards for this character.
Yeah.
Like, what makes an actor great is the type of people that, like, really make that character their own.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, Walter White with Breaking Bad. You see this dude, bro? Like, in paper, this is just a regular villain.
Yeah.
But then when you add Bryan Cranston into that shit, bro,
It's like, oh man,
bro, he makes the most memorable character of all time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a phenomenal show. Fuck, that's a great show.
That's a great show.
That's up there with like for me like Sopranos is definitely up there and then
Yep.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the best
Have you
TV.
seen Snowfall?
No, I felt like I was late to it.
Dude, no, you have to. For me, in terms of, like, IRL shows, it's Sopranos, fucking Breaking Bad, Snowfall, And then like Game of Thrones, but Game of Thrones sold
Yeah, they sold the ending, right?
sold the ending.
I didn't get there. I'm still like middle of it. I just never really picked it back up.
See, so like the middle of it is great.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
It's great.
But then the ending is like.
And I remember when the ending dropped and I was in school, right? And everybody in there was like what the fuck?
No, exactly, bro. Deadass.
What the fuck is happening,
I remember
bro?
I was back home in PR. I had all my homies over. This was the biggest shit of all time. Sucks so bad, bro. And it was like
They dropped the ball.
so bad, bro.
Maybe that's why they picked up House of Dragon. Maybe
No, but House of Dragon is lit.
It's good?
Yeah. It starts stronger. Like if we compare season 1 to season 1,
Yeah.
it's way better than season 1 of Game of Thrones. Yeah. It's insane. It's insane. Comparatively, like in terms of character, second season is slower, but like in
It's still
general
great.
terms, it's fucking great. It's so good.
Yeah, no, seeing Stark get killed in the first season of fucking what's his name? Stark? Yes.
Dude, that shit was.
Bro, it's like wait, he's a good guy. He's not gonna oh shit.
No, facts, bro. Yo, I started watching that shit with my old man, and like that was the only like actor he knew. And when they killed him off, he was like, "The fuck." He dropped it. I'm like, bro, what? It's crazy.
Honorable mentions for shows. Dexter's really good. I like Dexter. I'm trying to think. Do you watch more shows than you do like IRL shows than you do anime or like?
I've definitely watched more anime than IRL shows, but I have seen a good amount of shows. Like
Okay.
IRL. Like I
Okay.
did started watching like Dexter and shit, but like I remember when that shit was coming out, I was watching that shit like when I got back from like basketball practice with my dad, and we would sit down and he would make like fucking rice and
Habichuela.
habichuelas, bro. And it was just watching that shit, and then I had to go to sleep, so I never really like watched it like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. You
But
seem to have watched a lot of episodes with like TV with your dad.
yeah, because when I grew up, for most of my life, I lived just with my dad, and we lived in a small ass apartment, and it was just him and me till like probably like 14 years, and then he met my stepmom.
Nice.
And I moved in with my stepbrothers and them.
Nice.
But for the longest time, it was just he would drop. Yo, I was the first one at school and the last one to leave, bro. I would get there at like 5:30 a.m. I was opening the school with the guard, stay there, and then I was the last one to leave, and I would be in like fucking what's it called, like the daycares, after school care programs
for a while,
bro.
for a minute.
Terrible. And I would go to basketball practice and then come back and watch shows with my dad, rinse and repeat, dude. It was tough.
Yeah, that's what do you do? Like, I mean, my dad did construction, so like I was at school dumb early as well
Yeah.
for no reason.
Dude, he was like a not like a contractor, but like he's the guy, like let's say like this right here is a empty lot.
Facts.
He's the guy to negotiate with the guys so
Yeah.
they can build like
Put something
McDonald's
there,
or
put a fucking-
Taco Bell, exactly.
Yeah, Chipotle right there.
So it was like that shit. But
All right, yeah, no,
we grew way closer. At first, dude, when I was growing up, I was a brat.
for real.
Dude, I was
That's good that you could admit that.
Nah, dude, it was dead ass. Like looking back at it, I was so snobby. Like I was the type of kid, bro, that like I would argue with my stepmom and hit her with the "You're not really my mom," blah blah blah. Bro, terrible. I got hit with bread, bro. Smacked all around, dude. I remember one time I was in like we were coming back from practice, and like I didn't want to stay over there. I was telling my dad, I'm like, "No, please, please, please." I lashed on him crazy, bro. And he was nonchalant at first. And, like, we had groceries in the back. So, like, he tells me, "Yo, help me with the groceries." I'm like, "Fuck no." Poof. I was in Spanish. I'm like, "No se esa mierda." Boom. Smack the door. Bro, he whips out the box of Capri Suns. Launched it at my back, bro. I was, bro, stunned for a second. I laid on the ground. I'm like, damn, that happened, bro. Insane. But then I grew more mature, bro. And then, like, I have a lot better relationship with my dad and my stepmom.
Yeah.
Like after that, it's just like more maturity, like understanding like where they come from, being like two single parents raising children.
Yeah,
dude.
it's hard,
It's
man.
not easy.
It's
bro.
not
It's not
easy.
easy, especially like kids like me and my stepbrothers that we were like super extroverts. Like we were doing mad shit.
You were outside.
You know what I mean? And it was like it's a lot to handle as a single parent, bro.
No, I completely understand.
So like finding that like partner to like rebuild a home
Yeah.
is tough, dude.
That's
But it's great
yeah.
because like me and my stepbrothers are like this, bro. Like
They feel like your actual brothers.
Yeah. As I greet them as my brothers, like everybody I present to them, they're like, oh, this is my brother, my sister.
Okay.
So it's lit, bro.
I mean,
love
did
them
you
to
do
death.
any decompressing? Like, did you do any sports growing up? Did you were you extra curricular?
Yeah, dude.
as fuck?
I did basketball. Well, in high school, I played all the sports. I was ass at most, but the one I played the most was basketball. Yeah,
Basketball.
mad basketball.
Balling up.
Dude. I would go to practice like 4 or 5 times a week, bro. It was OD. So to this almost till I was like 17. I swear to God I was gonna be in the NBA. Swear to God, dude. And then I played this one tournament, and I saw that motherfuckers were like 6'3", because I was point guard, bro. And then I see my matchup was like 6'3", and this motherfucker's dunking in the warm-ups. I'm like, damn, yeah, nah, it's cooked, bro. So cooked. And then after that, I was like,
That's the pain, man.
It's the pain,
That's
bro.
the pain.
It's so,
That's
dude.
the pain. My boy, I was playing. I've been playing Fort a lot. I've been playing Fort with my boy Nino. It's just like, yo, like you a good looking dude. Like you got everything set. It's just you're short. I was just like, damn.
yo, dead ass. Motherfuckers be hating, bro. They don't understand, bro. It's tough.
But I be seeing short. Like I hate to pivot to short. I'm gonna go back to the other things in a second.
Yeah.
But I hate to like, bro. I be seeing short heads or like people my height and stuff like that. I'm like, man, we got more personality. We better looking.
Bro.
Like we have brain cells. Like
Exactly,
bro. We
bro.
can articulate. Like bro, them tall heads. Like they dumb as fuck. I'm not mad at all tall heads. I love people. of
Not
course.
facts. I got good tall friends, bro.
Yeah, facts. But yeah, anyway. Besides that, that's just funny as fuck. But yeah, no, that's that. I was doing soccer a lot, and then I did wrestling, and then I picked up music, and I was just like, I'm not doing any of this, and then I ended up going back to sort of wrestling, jujitsu, and stuff like that.
Dude, I seen.
But it was the best.
Yeah.
It's any type of decompression. I mean, I haven't gone back to jujitsu in a minute, but I've been gymming a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of pissed at myself today. I hold myself very accountable. Like today, I didn't go to the gym. I'm gonna go to work, and then I'm gonna get out of work and probably be drunk by the time I get out of work. But you know, like just having that, just decompressing because like I don't know, this life is pretty a lot sometimes.
Nice.
So and a lot of people don't have that decompression factor. So that's why I ask.
No, dude, actually, 100%, dude. Like even, cause I'm like you to a degree where like I need like some sort of like medium to just like fully wind down, and like motherfuckers like I be gaming a lot, bro. I can't lie.
I be gaming.
I be
hard.
gaming the fuck out of everything, and like sometimes when I can't do shit, like back in the winter, bro, that was the only way I would go to work,
Come out of work, game.
come back from work, dude. I could have a shoot start at like 2 p.m. We get back at like 3. I'm like, damn, I gotta get one in real quick. You know what I mean?
And then it's 3 hours,
Bro, and then it's 3 hours. Dude, I be playing League. Shout out to my League heads, bro. I be playing, you know how in League, bro, you just gotta tap the mouse crazy.
Yeah.
My girl be sleeping in the back, bro. There was this one night, I was like, I'm calming to my friends. I'm like, yo, he's won. Bro, she maxed my chair, bro. I get so scared. I'm like, she looks back at me. She's like, turn that shit the fuck off now. I'm like, yo, I can't, bro. Mid-game, because them games is like 40 minutes, bro. 40
Long
minutes.
ass game.
Long ass games. And she was like, yo, you gotta turn that shit off now. And I'm like,
Did you turn it off?
fuck no, you crazy. I was more moderate with the clicking though, but like, God, dude, they don't understand.
Oh, man. No, they don't. Luckily, I have a homegirl, and she watches me play Fortnite, and she'll be like, let's just play Fortnite, just let me watch. Because it's just colors. They're just like, oh, it's like, I don't know, I'm on a super like Fortnite binge, because like I returned back to it for a second, and I was like, oh, wait,
Dude,
I forgot I'm nice. And I gotta keep being nice. So
Fortnite is lit, bro.
It's lit. There's other games though. Like I'm like a huge gamer as well, and I don't take away from the fact that the street cleaning about to come. Hold on. Shit might be loud as fuck.
Slight intermission for street cleaning.
No, we're good. Fuck that street cleaning shit. Anyway, like I was saying, I think the decompression thing doesn't have to just align with like exercise and stuff like that. Of course, like you could do your hobbies, like decompress in that way, and people do decompress in different ways. But dog, gaming is the most where you're just shut off. Like my mind is working, and you're like, bro, someone threw some shit at me, and I literally went like that and like caught it. Like your brain is working. Your brain is like having an exercise, and you're just And there's like an actual study where it's like, the more people game, or like people that play first person shooters, or people that play certain types of video games, they have more like dark matter in their brain, or like black. I don't know how to explain it. I gotta look it up, but they have more awareness as far as their reflexes and like how fast they react to things. The reaction speed is insane.
Dude.
And I've gamed all my life. All my life I've gamed, and it's there's some heads that stay away from it because it's too much of anything is
True.
terrible.
True.
But damn, I love gaming. I don't think I'll ever stop gaming.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so
I've always talked about this, like, because like one thing my dad used to say, he's like, "Oh, you're addicted to the game, this and that." I'm like, dude, I'll probably be playing this shit when I'm like 80. Like, imagine retiring, bro,
and just
be on the game, bro. No, I mean that shit is life. It's lit.
I'm getting a call. I forgot to put my phone on disturb. But no, gaming is. I believe that it's like like things like E3, or like things like Comic-Con, or things like dog.
That shit, dude. Cause like my brother, I have an older brother. Like my whole like sibling tree is crazy.
Yeah.
But my oldest brother, he would like, dude, I remember him playing on the 360 and the original Xbox.
Yeah.
This dude was playing Oblivion on his 360, and
Oh,
he would
man.
get this same Game Informer and the fucking like magazines through the mail, bro.
Yeah.
I remember coming back from school, seeing them shits, dude, scrolling through it crazy. I
Going
would
through it.
circle, be like, I want this for
want this
Christmas,
game.
bro. It's a different culture.
They
bro.
remastered Oblivion.
I know.
I've never played any of those games.
No.
I've never played any. I know because even Elden Ring, even now, like I was still like, damn, I want to buy it.
Elden Ring is hard as fuck, but it's a great
But
story.
it's a beautiful game.
Dude, it's so good. The good thing about Elden Ring is like you get immersed into this story, and it's not like regular like linear story games. Cause like, have you played like Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah.
So like Red Dead Redemption, where
Linear story.
it's a linear story, but like it's like a movie. You're playing a movie.
Yeah.
Elden Ring is like kind of like that, but just you have to like actually play. You have to pay attention. You have to game. You have to learn the mechanics, bro. Dude, I don't know why this was my first like Souls-like game.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I pre-ordered that shit.
Let me give it a shot.
Bro, I remember, to those who know, bro, I beat Radon pre-nerf. That boss, bro,
Was ridiculous.
dude, it was the hardest shit I've ever done. I bitched out. I used all the summons. I had a friend with me. Bro, he still beat my ass, dude. Because, like, the mechanics, you have to be so precise. If you miss a dodge by, like, a second, you're dead. Because, like, those types of games, bro, you have this whole HP bar. One hit, it's
Done.
all gone, bro. All fucking gone. And it's like, damn, bro. Dude, I spent, like, 16 hours on that game.
Do you believe that that's like suffering in a certain sense? Like that's what I've heard from like people that I know that played Elden Ring. Like I look at them like, you're a masochist, and that's okay. I'm a masochist too. In some ways.
No.
But
for sure.
you gotta like
100%, dude. Because you have to, like, learn the bosses. And you're going to die 700 fucking times.
before you even learn their moveset.
Because, like, you can get 2 hits in, and this is the thing with every single, like, From Software game, bro. Motherfuckers will transform and have a second phase. I didn't know that. So when I start fighting Radon, I'm like, yo, we kicking his ass. This was, like, midway in. We're like, we got it. We nailed it down. All of a sudden, bro, second phase, full HP, bro, way bigger attacks, way faster. And it's like, holy fuck. And then the hard part is like, okay, this took everything in me to get the first phase down.
Yeah.
Now I need everything in me to do it again and then get the second phase, bro. It really pushes you to crazy
like the
extents.
limit.
Yeah.
And some nights you'll end up just shutting it off and going to sleep. Like,
No, 100%.
I'm done.
I was like, fed with it, bro.
you brought up story games. I like Red Dead Redemption 2 is really good. Never beat the first one, but you know, Red Dead Redemption 2 is really good. I played God of War is one of my favorites.
Oh, great.
That first one is really good. Ragnarok I couldn't get behind. I got halfway through. It's just I couldn't. The mechanic. It didn't feel like the first one.
I see what you mean. I never played like previous God of War titles, but
These are the ones that matter.
yeah. I remember one Christmas I went to PR and I told a friend of mine, I'm like, yo, let me borrow your PS5. He's like, yeah, bet. Dude, I beat them shits in like 2 days, bro. Amazing fucking story.
Yeah.
Like, even though the second one has like, because I didn't like how we go, like how we spend so much time with the kid, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was like, I want to be fucking Kratos, bro.
Yeah.
I want to hold the fucking axe, hold the blades of chaos. That shit is lit. I love that shit. But when it gets to like those separate stories, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's
But-
like, it's okay. But,
Yeah.
bro, you're like a Wikipedia for this game and shit, man. You like pulled out the blades. Like I would have to like process like what's the blades he carries.
Nah, dude. I'm. People be hating on me
Yeah.
because I think I know it all, but I just like learn a lot.
Yeah.
Like when I like a subject, I'll-
When you're interested in something, you could give it time. You could give it interest. You could
Dude.
like make it grow. But you know when
Facts.
you put some shit in front of me, I don't give a fuck about. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck about this.
Same thing with
I
me,
can't
bro.
concentrate. I'm not gonna
Same
sit here
thing with
and
me.
concentrate on this.
Same thing
Damn,
with
we're
me.
more like them than you know. Might be the Puerto Rican in us.
dude, that might be true.
Hey, there's a lot of Puerto Ricans like us, dog.
A lot.
I got my boy lived down the street. He's like my doppelganger. Like if
Really?
we stood next to each other, you'd be like,
No way.
bro, what the fuck?
Damn.
Yeah, he looks just like me, dog, for no reason. And same build and everything, same height, around the same age.
Mhm.
Puerto Rican as fuck. He never been to Puerto Rico though. He's never left. Over
Really?
here. Yeah, bro. There's a lot of Puerto Ricans that haven't been to Puerto Rico. I'm like,
I
yo,
peeped
you-
that
you
when
gotta-
I moved out here because like I remember the in PR there's like this whole thing where like obviously you have native Puerto Ricans and then you have like the diaspora, which is the kids that grew up here because their parents moved out here and they were born and raised here.
Mhm.
And you have artists like J-Lo, Mark Anthony, these guys like they are from New York. They
Yeah.
aren't from the island, but it's a unique thing where Puerto Ricans like you claim your heritage
Yeah.
and you make it yours. You could be born in fucking China, bro, and if you have a
And
Puerto
you
Rican
still be
parent,
Puerto Rican
you're
as
still
fuck.
Puerto Rican as fuck. And that's like something that not a lot of communities have cuz like in back home, bro, there's no like compared out here in the US, bro, where there's like way more polarizing topics about like race and equality and gender. Not saying that there's none in Puerto Rico. There is racist. Some people who say there isn't are stupid.
They're definitely racist.
But in PR, bro, like growing up, there is no like, at least where I grew up, like there's no clarification. There's no like, oh, you can't do this because you're black. You can't do this because you're white. Like there's none of that. We're all Puerto Rican. We're all the soup of different races, cultures, and that's what makes Puerto Ricans so cool, bro.
Yeah.
Like you can't tell me there's one Puerto Rican that looks alike to the other
Yeah.
because they're all so different.
There could be
bro.
someone that looks white as hell. There could be someone that look moreno as fuck.
Yeah, bro.
You feel me? Like
Dead ass.
that's really Puerto Ricans,
That's
man.
dead ass.
And it's beautiful. Like, I mean, I find them to be one of the most like just best hearted people.
So welcoming, dude.
And
There's nothing like going somewhere and noticing someone speaking Spanish and it's like, oh shit, you're Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, bro, damn, where you from? Boom, 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 boom. And it's like instant click. That's how I met. Yo, the whole reason I met you and David and Owner and all of them is because I met Dax, and Dax was Puerto Rican. And I remember I was TAing in her class and I had a playero shirt on. And she's like, damn, I know where that's from. Are you Puerto Rican? I'm like, yeah. She's like, no way, me too. We started clicking and we started hanging out. And then she presented Owner to me, David.
XYZ.
XYZ,
led
bro.
to a whole nother
Led
world
to
of people
a whole nother world, bro. It's insane.
that you would have never came across.
Never.
Crazy.
And it's all because of that, like, oh, damn, you're Puerto Rican. That's crazy. Boom, boom, boom. Because when I came out here, dude, I didn't know anybody. Not a single human, bro.
So you're native Puerto Rican.
Yeah. Born and raised.
Born and raised Puerto Rican.
Born and raised.
Yo, I was supposed to do this earlier when you came in, but can you do like a hello, like a very Puerto Rican greeting in Spanish? Just real quick, then we'll go back to the conversation.
Dímelo, Corillo. Estamos aquí en Kill Your Eagle con Scav. Yo soy Enio. Y estamos haciendo un podcast bien hija de puta puñeta, ¿me entiendes?
Yeah, that's so fucking
Mad
cool,
Puerto
bro.
Rican.
That's so cool. Mad Puerto Rican. Yeah, no, like I be talking to people, random people,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, yo, you're Puerto Rican, right? And be like, yeah, how'd you know? I was like, bro, I could feel it off of you. Like,
No,
I could really feel it off of you, bro.
it's so good, dude. Like even on sets, bro, like half the sets, like when I'm doing like music videos with like Latin artists,
Yeah.
like most of, or like 98% of the crew don't speak Spanish.
Mm.
And it's like, oh, let's hit Enyo. Enyo can talk to them.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's an instant click, dude. I remember with like, there's this crazy story I have with, we were shooting a J Balvin video with Floyd Manon. And before this video came across, like, I was shooting, I was walking down the street one day, mad casual. It was by Equinox in Soho.
Yeah.
And I'm walking with my roommate Jix, and all of a sudden I like walk past, and it's like, holy shit, is that J Balvin, bro? And like he was having a conversation with some other dude, and I didn't want to seem like
An
mad
asshole.
stalker, like weird, bro, and be like, hey, let's take a flick. Like I didn't want to be like that.
Facts.
And I waited for his conversation to finish, and then I pull up to him and I speak to him. I didn't have my camera. I had my phone. And we were just talking, dude. We talked for like 15, 20 minutes, bro. And I was like, at that time, I was a photographer too. So I was like, dude, can I take a picture of you? Took a picture. I remember like 2 weeks passed. I posted the pictures. And dude, he sent me the post and followed me. And he was like, dude, the pictures are fire. Thank you. I'm like, holy shit, that's crazy. Fast forward in time, owner hits me, yo, we have this J Balvin shoot. I want you to second AD with me.
You guys meet
I'm like,
again.
fire. So when I second AD, basically the second AD is in charge of like talent management on set. Everybody else takes care of everything. My priority is talent.
Yeah.
So I go to, when J Balvin lands everything, I go to him and like he's like, oh, yo, you seem mad familiar. And I'm like,
Yeah, bro.
crazy story, bro. But back in the day, blah, blah, I tell him the whole story. He's like, no, parce, yo sí me acuerdo de ti. He's like, I remember you. And I'm like, no shit, bro. And I'm like, look, these are, yeah. Bro, crazy. And it was like, that's the type of shit where you can really like show your Latino side. Because like, we are so empathetic and very endearing and very loving to other people that like, you leave your mark, bro. I only spoke with him for like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You know how many people he sees a day, bro?
Facts.
You could have easily forgotten who the fuck I was, but he
Easy.
didn't. And this is like one of the biggest Latin artists in the world, bro. And like the fact he remembered me is insane. Because it's like, it's the way you carry yourself and how respectful and kind you are.
Yeah.
That's what leaves a mark on people. Because sometimes, dude, some of these people are assholes, bro. People are assholes and for no reason, bro. I've never understood why.
I mean, it's the misery loves company thing, man.
That's a great way to say it.
Dog, that's a bad, bro. this shit has always taught me something, but misery loves company.
I don't know.
And it's so, especially like you got to keep in mind where we live, where we are. There's a lot of miserable people. There's a lot of sad people. There's a lot of depressed people. There's a lot of mental health problems going on. You know, especially we're in the area that we live in. I mean, I could guarantee you go to like some southern state, and I guarantee you they're gonna be the sweetest, kindest fucking people in the world. But like this East Coast shit, like it builds these fucking thick-skinned motherfuckers.
Dude, it's crazy. It's so crazy because...
But like for us, it's like, damn, we're so like, dog. I don't do this podcast for no reason. I do this because I truly love people, and the only way I'd be me is if I met people, communicated with people, talked to people, because I have this like I'm aware of this love in my heart for others.
Yeah.
And you know, there's a lot of people nowadays that'll just walk by people like hurting and people in pain and stuff like that, and I'm just like, I can't, bro. I feel too much in my heart, and I don't attribute that to any type of astrology or horoscope or anything like that. Like that's just who I am. That's just the Puerto Rican in me. My mom the same way, my brother the same way, my sister the same way. My dad don't give a fuck. He Guatemalan, but he worried about his own. He's like, I gotta get to it. Yeah. But you know, like we have this strong love for people and community, and like I see it when I was out there with moms. Like just seeing how people engage with each other, it's just like, damn, it's really all love out here,
bro. Even from the smallest thing, like you could walk past someone, buenos dias, out here, bro.
Hell no.
Like, even small greetings, like when you're at a dinner, bro, where you go to a restaurant, as you're walking, escorted by the host, going to your table, you walk past, motherfuckers be like, buen provecho. Like, enjoy your meal. You don't see that shit out here, bro. You don't ever, bro. Yeah. And it's like, it's just different cultures. But going back to what you were saying, dude, it's like, we learn so much from our, like, parents, siblings, because it's like, at the end of the day, it's the human-to-human connection. and people out here undermine that because like one of the things in New York that's like the main thing, bro, is like the hustler mentality to like make it or break it. But at the same time, like you gotta backtrack and think about all the shit you've done, dude.
Yeah.
Like most people don't realize, yo, people that be out here living, like if you can afford to live out here, it's because you're doing it right.
Yeah.
Some people don't understand. Do you know how many homeless people are in New York, bro? It's insane.
Because they came and couldn't handle it.
Couldn't handle it. Dude, everywhere you go, there's people that come out here to achieve their dreams and they just can't do it because they don't have either they were unlucky, failed to have the grit power to push through like the everyday occurrences, bro. Or at the end of the day, it was just wasn't meant to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And just kind of crumbles and falls apart, you know?
Yeah, bro.
And it's hard. Like, trust me, this shit is not for the weak, but, you know, I believe that the sufferings bring us closer to where we're supposed to be. The sufferings bring us the strength and, you know, makes us stronger people, makes us,
100%,
you know.
100%.
But taking the time to be like someone sneezes, God bless you.
Mm-hmm.
Smile at people. I smile at people all day. I walk past people, smile.
Yeah.
How you doing? Hi. And like some people, it throws people off. Like some people are like, "Whoa, like what the fuck is going on? Like, why are you asking me that?" Like,
Yeah.
but it truly comes from a place of like love, and like if we all really carried that and had that like positive mentality, I think the world would be a much better place. If everyone was in therapy, this would be a much better place as well. But you know, just in general, like you could learn from that, and you could really carry that into things and. I wish people weren't as divided as they choose to be. I think people choose to be divided. You let these little things like divide you as a person with other people, and I just don't believe that everything is like, oh, because you like this, I can't like you because you know, just like just be,
facts.
just love. Like we're all the same at the end of the day, man.
One of the biggest lessons like my grandfather gave me is like you as a person, you have to understand like no matter how big your problems are, like you're like, bro, you could have your whole family dying, bro.
There's someone that got it 20 times.
And like you and like the next person could have like, yo, their PC just died. No matter how big your problems are, they will never be more important than the next person's problem. And if you as a person, you can understand that, that's when you can empathize more with them. Because it's like growing up, I had a really, really rough and like for the longest time, bro, I was always like, oh, why me? Like, oh, the victim, this, and that. But then when you realize and you put yourself in other people's shoes, bro, like you can't compare yourself to other people in terms of like struggle and like distress. Because like, dude, they can be going through their own shit. You don't know what they got going on.
Yeah.
What they got going on in their head, bro. Because people underplay that. They're like, now it's way different. But like, even like my older brother, he used to always have like mental struggles, bro. But like people like my dad, he didn't understand that. He was always on the like, oh, you just gotta toughen it out, be a man. He was very tough love. Yeah. And it was really hard for my brother because he didn't understand that. And it like to him, it was like abuse. But like, it really wasn't abuse. But like, you gotta understand where like he's coming from. But
you gotta deal with it in a different way.
They all gotta deal with it in a different way.
Yeah.
And if you can't understand that, you can't grow. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's taking my dad, like, what, he's like 64. Now he understands where he went wrong.
Yeah.
But even then, if you can change at 64, it's never too late.
It's never too late.
Never too late, bro.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's fucking beautiful, man.
Dude, I remember he used to call me. I used to be like, yo, I love you. Beep. He never said I love you back, bro. Now he calls me every morning on his way to work. Yeah. Hey, what you out doing? Dale, te amo. Boop. Hangs up. Before, bro?
Never. Wow.
But it's growth and maturity, bro. People learn through life experiences and, like, being in the ringer, bro.
Yeah.
And that's how you grow.
Yeah, my dad's a fucking bear. He's like, yo, every time I see him in person, like, he just gives me this big hug.
Yeah.
He's like, damn, I just want to hug my son, bro. Like, that's a good feeling, man.
Yeah, bro.
The parents that make us are definitely us, but you know, my mom definitely got the harder side of it. The Puerto Rican side actually got the harder side of it. Like, I never met my grandpa, but apparently I look just like him.
Really?
I never met my grandfather, but his I'm not gonna fuck his name up right now, but he's a Sanchez. His last name's Sanchez. Yeah. They all Sanchez's on that side for real, and he died when my mom was 12. he had the addictive personality. So that instilled in my mother.
Yeah.
And my mother's making mistakes, and all my mom's uncles and stuff like that, they're in like going to jail and Rikers and stuff like that for like doing gang shit for some reason. And you know, I come from I come from some wild Puerto Ricans that, you know, made decisions and made choices and stuff. But
Yeah.
I'd like to be the one to.
Break the mold. Bro.
I would love to break the mold.
break the mold.
I have to like care I know. I think about things that my ancestors never thought about, or I have a certain type of self-awareness to how I feel and emotional intelligence that none of my ancestors ever carried.
Yeah.
You know, and I think I'm very thankful for that, because that one makes me who I am, but just to be able to deal with the internal battles and internal struggles, you know, because I'm not gonna lie, Puerto Ricans are crazy. If I had Nino on here, he would. I keep bringing up Nino, but if I had Nino on here, he would sit here and tell you why Puerto Ricans are crazy and give like a whole list of like we're a little wild, but like we have that edge to us that's just like,
Yeah.
it's so fire, it's so beautiful. Fuck it, bro, just do it, you know. So,
Facts.
you know, but for me, like just being the one to do it my own way, do it the way I wanted to do it, rather than what everyone else wanted me to do it, you know, I think that brings a lot more joy to my family members and family, because it's just like you're just doing it, you're doing a great job.
Exactly. At the end of the day, it's like there's so many like standards that people hold us to. Like I remember for the longest time, like, dude, I want to be a lawyer, bro. Like
For
imagine
real?
me being a corporate lawyer,
I wanted to be a cop.
bro, for the longest time. And out of nowhere, bro, I remember I had this school assignment where I had to make like it was like a lyric video, but like it was for English class. I had to make like a visual poem. And I took Lil Wayne's song, the Mirror song. Turn that shit, dude. Turned it in.
Movie.
Generational, bro. That shit changed my life. I was like, damn, bro, this shit's fire. And then after that, I told my dad, yo, I don't want to be a lawyer no more. He's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, yo, I want to make movies, bro. He was like, are you dead ass? Because, like, he didn't understand at first.
Of course, you don't got,
it's
like a lot of people don't got that opportunity over there, man.
Bro, because it's like, it's so hard to come to the, like, understanding that, like, yo, this is what I want to do. And, like, having that support is key. But, like, that first step, bro, I remember when I told him, he was like, no, you can't do that. Like, that you gotta this and that, and you're gonna be starving. Like, you have to be lucky. You have to live here and there, and you gotta know these people. I'm like, bro, listen, I don't know how I'm gonna do it,
But I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. Blah blah. I took my first year in college in PR. I was like, yo, this is not it, bro. I need to move from here. And I was like, I did my research. I was like, either New York, LA, Miami. And I was like, dude, might as well. Let's just go to New York. I went with Jix blind, bro. Didn't know anybody.
Jinx had the same.
Had the same. We took first year in Puerto Rico in Sagrada. Ass. Like, bro. I remember we was taking a film class. And, bro, they was teaching us, like, tutorial shit from YouTube. And I'm like, damn. Like, I'm wasting my time. And given college was mostly free because I was, like, I had mad scholarships.
Yeah.
But when I moved out here, it was a different world, bro. Like, I'm seeing motherfuckers pull up with, like C-stands and shit. I'm like, damn, this is
legit.
This is hardcore. What the fuck? I've never seen this in my life. But then you progressively start getting ahead because, like, that's the thing with art schools and whatever. Like, you really see who really about this shit, dude. Like,
Facts.
some people, bro, they just go in, they got trust funds, they got mom and dad's money, and they just go to school, bro, and they don't put in work. They just do what assignments they're given. That's it, bro. Yo, me and Jix, bro, we was working outside of school, in school, everywhere, bro.
Put in pain.
Put in pain, bro. And that's how you get yourself to the next level. So after a certain point, like these classes, I wasn't learning anything. And keep in mind, this is tax, bro. I'm paying mad bread for the school. I have a $40,000 loan I have to pay, which I'm not paying. Don't pay your loan. I'm not paying that shit, bro. I'm not. Let that go to debt collectors. Somebody buy that shit off me, and then we rebuild. Don't do that. But when I graduated, it was like, damn, what now? But
Make
I
it
already
shake.
have the plan. You know what I mean? I wasn't as confused or as lost as some kids I know where they're like,
They get out and they're like, what do I do now?
do I go back home? Do I stay out here? I was like, nah, hell no, I'm not going back home. Fuck no, you crazy? Thugged it out, dude. Went through trials, tribulations, and now I'm at a good spot, but still room to grow. Always room to
Always
grow,
room
bro.
to grow.
I was watching this show. I was watching Bleach, and there's this one monologue from one character. He's like, "You shouldn't strive for perfection, because if you have something perfect, there's no room for it to improve. So like, you don't want to be just a butterfly. You want to be more than that."
Yeah.
So it's like, when I heard that, this is recent, bro. I have recency bias, but Bleach is top 2. Besides the point. When I watched that, it's like, damn, you're right, bro. Because, like, you can't put yourself in a box, bro. If you put yourself in a box, you can't, there's no room to grow from there.
Yeah.
So you just have to find different ways to adapt, be fucking witty, be smart, and dude, just find ways, bro. That's how people really exponentially grow and get to places where they've never been before.
Yeah.
And it's hard, bro. It's hard.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers don't understand and think out here, like, my dad was like, for the longest time, he's like, oh, you just shooting music videos, same shit again, girls shaking ass.
And then you showed them a check.
And then I showed them a check, and it's like, oh, okay, bro, okay. But like, and now the bash is like, oh, you still shooting them shorties shaking ass, and it's like, bro, listen, you don't know how hard it is to coordinate shorty shaking ass, bro. It's difficult. Motherfuckers don't understand, bro. Don't understand.
You have something to say about hard work?
Yeah.
Because it literally is just hard work.
It's hard
It's just
work.
working hard.
Working hard, dude. You
And-
have to. But the thing with like working hard is like, it's very easy to lose track of like yourself in the hard work, and to be like, because this happens a lot with my girl where she's so fucking talented and she's so like hardworking, but she's very hard on herself. Like she could do the most crazy project
And still be like,
and be like, this is ass. But like, this is where the hard work meets a roadblock. Like, you can't lean on the fact that like, I need to always find the next best thing. Like, you have to take a step back and enjoy the cultivation of your work. Like, think about it, bro. You've done amazing shit. You feel me? You can't just be like, oh, this project I did was ass. I could have done this better, this better, this better, this better. Like, hindsight, of course, bro. Everybody thinks that. Like, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you have to sit back and realize, damn, I'm doing this shit. Because motherfuckers don't realize, living out here, bro, is a dream, bro. I have friends, bro, that go to work, bro. They clock in at 6:30 a.m., sit in a cubicle, work. 5:30, they get out, rinse and repeat.
scary.
Dude, the shit we do out here is insane. We live a movie, bro. We meet people every day. People that become elevated, they become friends, they become family, bro. And like, it's just a constant exponential like growth of people and networking and motherfuckers you meet, bro, that are cultivation of your hard work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to me, it's like, work hard, but understand that like, it's okay to take a sec and realize, damn, I'm doing good. I could do better, but I'm doing good.
But I'm doing good.
Always.
Give people some advice. I know you just gave them a lot of fucking great advice because that was honestly beautiful, man.
Thank you, bro.
And I wish I could have a longer episode. I just gotta, you know.
I know.
I know, but I'd love to hear like your biggest thing you learned, some advice to give people to help them through.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest advice, like, there was one point in my like very young career where like I hit a roadblock where like I was only a director, and like I still want to be like a director, like the director, but it's okay to expand and diversify.
Yeah.
Like, you're not, listen, the people that you see that aren't they're like they're in these positions that they're in, it's either one, they got mad lucky, two, they worked their asses off. And it took me a second to realize, like, because I was getting like 1 or 2 videos a month, and like, dude, that shit was not enough to cover Like, dude, I was down bad. I went to, I applied to Uniqlo, getting jobs everywhere, restaurants, shit like that. I was applying everywhere, and I was getting rejected, shit like that, because my resume is all film and videos. And they're like, yeah, you have, I worked when I was a kid, like, when in high school, worked at Pizza Hut, IHOP, but nothing really puts you in a place to, like, show that work for you, because it was like 16, 17, you know what I mean? And this film resume I have didn't work for like a salesperson at Uniqlo.
Wasn't
you
good,
feel
man.
me? So it was like, all right, bro, yeah, you're clipped. And then I got into this rental house at B Electric, bro, which, bro, it was blue collar work, bro. I didn't know what I signed up for. Motherfucker, I was there. I would clock in at 5, 6 p.m. I would leave there at like 3 a.m. all day carrying stands. It's tough, bro. And then like 6 months in, I took a second. I realized, like, damn, bro, what am I doing wrong? And then it clicked. I was like, I need to diversify. I can't just be a director, bro. Because, like, it's way easier to get hired by a production than to get hired by a talent, by, like, an artist or a label.
Yeah.
But as I leaned in and explored my options, bro, I became an AD. And being an AD opened a lot of doors for me, even as a director. You know what I mean? So, like, to me, one of the most important things you can do right now, doesn't matter, you don't have to wait, the right opportunity doesn't have to come, just do it now, is diversify.
Yeah.
Find a separate route. If your shit is working, it's working. You know, don't change what's working. But if you're stuck and you feel like you have room to improve, diversify, bro. Always look for a second medium, second option that, like, can uplift you in your other pursuit. You know what I mean? Because, like, people don't understand. Like, even for you, like, this pod. Like, you make music, your music is amazing, but this pod is intangible
Elevator.
with that. You know what I mean? And, like, this is a great resource, a great medium to explore yourself. People click with you. They see you as an artist. They connect with a deeper level with you.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing, bro. Learning how to diversify and making yourself be a butterfly, bro. Don't be a cocoon, bro. Don't be
Facts.
that one thing. Be a butterfly, bro.
Be a butterfly.
Fly. Let people know your greatness in all aspects of life. Don't be that singular cocoon that is like, oh, I need a director, that's him, but I need someone that's way more than what meets the eye. I'll take that butterfly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So is that, dude.
It's beautiful, man. Yeah, thank you very much. For real. This fucking beautiful ass episode, man.
It was a great
I want to
episode.
definitely have you on again when we have a little bit more time, because, like, I feel like there's so much we haven't.
So much, dude.
So much we haven't covered.
We didn't even talk about anime, bro. I was about to go
Yeah,
crazy. Yo.
All right, and we'll go. You know, maybe later in the year, or like next year, we'll go to Puerto Rico again, man.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah,
That's there.
it's there. Guys, thank you so much for watching this beautiful episode with my boy. New episode Monday. I'm sorry I've been slacking. It's just I've been working my ass off. I'm trying to get going somewhere. Thank you guys so much for being great. Love you dearly. Glory to God. There was something else. I forgot what it was, but it's okay. Yeah, that's really it, man. Yeah,
That's really it.
thank you for doing this, man.
Always, my brother.
All right, yeah.
Cuídese, mi gente. Lo amo mucho, puñeta.
Bye, guys. Yo, that was fucking amazing.
That was fun, bro.
It's so satisfying. It's so satisfying.